G'day, my name's John Rooth. I've spent most of my life, at least the last 40 years, as an outback tour guide, working as a journalist, as a presenter on four-wheel drive shows and things like that, as well as a whole lot of caravan and camper trailer work. It's kind of what I do and it's what I love. And I'm very concerned at the moment about what you guys in the Northern Territory are proposing to do. This whole digital online booking system for campgrounds, okay, it works. It works in very limited areas. It works in places that have internet range, for example, that are well policed by rangers and police. Places where it's worked in Queensland would include Stradbroke Island, Fraser Island to some degree, Moreton Island, some of the campgrounds within 100 k's or so of Brisbane. But in the more remote areas, this is where it's come unstuck. And when I say unstuck, I mean unstuck badly. People are greedy by nature. If they don't know what day they're going to arrive, they'll book 2 or 3 days either side. If they feel like it, because they've got a bigger motorhome than everyone else, they'll book the whole place out. It's the sort of situation that winds up with people arriving at places late in the day for whatever reason, looking for a campsite. There's tons that are available, and all of a sudden there's a problem. There's an altercation. You've got no one to police it. You've got no way of reviewing it if you've got no net range. You wind up having to put more people on the ground or just turn a blind eye and go, gee, it's working well. Look, there's got to be a much simpler way to do it, especially in the Northern Territory. The honesty system. Have you thought about fine-tuning that? Because it does work. Australians are prepared to pay for their campsites. Perhaps just make it a really simple denomination, something like, $10 a night or something, so that people can go bush with a wallet full of $10 notes and bang them in the envelope and whack them in the box. It's so easy. And if the problem, as some people have muted, is, there's not enough campsites, people are going bush and running out. Well, perhaps you could spend the fortune that bringing in an online and don't be fooled. Don't think you can do it for whatever you quoted, $1.5 million. The ongoing costs, the extra staff costs, everything else, guaranteed to triple it. Not a problem. But you could spend that money right now. Instead of having to spend it on extra rangers and extra admin staff and all the rest of it, spend it on more campgrounds and a better honesty system. A decision like this, right at the moment, when everybody in Australia is looking to holiday interstate, because overseas is just out of the question, where we really need to build our state-based tourism. Right at the moment, to do something like this is just wrong. It is so wrong, it's going to cause so many issues. I mean, once word gets out, because this is the sort of system that takes years to fine-tune, okay? And even then, it doesn't work properly if you're out of range and all the rest of it. If you bring something like that in, you wind up with some amazing issues. You really do. It's incredible because Can you imagine how the rest of Australia is going to view Northern Territory? We love our territory. It's a place of ultimate freedom. It's where all the wild people hang out. It's just an incredible place to go. And yet, you're going to make it really hard for people to go there. And you're going to make the word spread. When you go to the Territory, you've got to pay more because you're an interstate visitor or whatever, You don't think that at a time when Australians can choose where they want to go interstate and certainly can't go overseas, where caravan, camper trailer, four-wheel drive sales are through the roof because there's no overseas travel, you don't think word's going to spread that, no, the Territory is not a friendly place to go. Be very, very careful. Consult, ask, look at it from the ground up. Do not be fooled by spreadsheets on laptops in city offices. This is the sort of thing that can look so right in an office and be so wrong in practice. You add in the basic raw nature of the Northern Territory, and you know what you're going to wind up with, don't you? A complete and utter schmozzle. So I'd be very, very careful about this. I really would. I think it's being rushed through. I don't think it's well thought out. And I don't think enough consultation's taken place, because if it had, I don't think you'd be doing this.